What are the best times to post on social media? What time you should be posting on each platform will depend on your target audience. One thing to keep in mind is when that typical viewer is on that platform and is active. Now, there are some standard best times, but it will vary and will depend on your niche and your business and your target audience. Now, I'll share these standard best times with you in a second, but the best way you can go about doing this if you already have a social media presence is by looking at your audience analytics. If you already have some sort of social media presence, you can check your analytics on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and I'll throw a couple on the screen. You can see the best days or where your followers are most active on what days and what hours of those days they're most active as well. And this can show you a good time to test posts. Now, if they're most active, let's say at 2 p.m., then maybe you want to try posting an hour before that so it has some time to build up and then they maybe see it when they're most active. So it's really a game of testing what works, what doesn't. Make sure you're writing down what day you're posting, what time you're posting, and comparing those and seeing what's working well and what's not. Now, as far as the standard best times and best days to posts, when it comes to Facebook, the best time is between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. So usually around people's lunch breaks, and this is normally some shorter kind of content that they can consume. It's not usually long form content. And when it comes to the best days to post, anywhere between Thursday to Sunday is usually pretty good and where most people are active. Now, when it comes to Instagram, Instagram has two best times really. Somewhere between 12 to 3 p.m. and then 6 to 9 p.m. So you have two different groups of users here. Usually the 12 to 3 again is people looking at reels and shorter form quick content they can consume. And then the 6 to 9 is a little bit longer but kind of the same content as well. And you can see how a lot of these can align with your target audience. It's a lot of times people are on lunch or right when people are getting off of school and getting home. So you have to understand your target audience and you'll be able to better understand what the best time to actually post is. So you can see on Instagram, you have that lunch break, that 12 to 3, somewhere in there, people are taking their lunch break and they're consuming content. You have people right after work, also the 6 to 9 p.m. consuming content as well. So pushing out content when your target audience is the most active is obviously the goal here. Now, when it comes to the best days to post on Instagram, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is when the most amount of users are active. So that's normally the times you want to be posting. And on top of that, most weekdays have good engagement as well. It's not a huge difference. The only difference is Tuesday is slightly lower than the rest.
Tired of feeling overwhelmed with marketing your small business? Let our experienced marketing team help your business grow. With personalized strategies tailored to meet your needs, we'll help you stand out in a crowded market. Contact us today for more information at foxsocialmedia.com.
Now, when it comes to TikTok, again, it's going to vary, usually anywhere from noon to 9 p.m. There's a lot of people on the platforms later at night. For me specifically, mine is around 4 p.m. So it will depend on your audience and looking at those analytics, but usually the early morning is not the best time to post. If anything, post later in the day. And when it comes to the best actual days to post on TikTok, Friday and the weekends are when the most amount of users are active, but most weekdays are also pretty even. It's very evenly spread with TikTok when users are on the platform. Now, what about Twitter? With Twitter, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Again, you have people on their lunch break scrolling through things. Maybe they're on school at their lunch break as well. And then the 5 to 6 p.m. is people getting off of work as well. And I think any platform where you see the very short, easy to consume content like a Twitter, an Instagram, those kind of things, you're going to see these same times where people can quickly get in some content. Like I said, a lunch break, just getting off work or ending work and they're not really doing anything. That's something to keep in mind. And when it comes to the best days to post on Twitter, Wednesday and Friday are when the most amount of users are active. And with Twitter, it's very important since content usually isn't very evergreen, meaning you're not getting a lot of views over a long period of time. It's people seeing that post usually within 24 hours or maybe this first week. So when they're on the platform and choosing the right time on Twitter is extremely important. And the last platform we're going to be doing is LinkedIn. And when it comes to LinkedIn, before 8 a.m., around 12 p.m., and 5 to 6 p.m. So you have 3 different times here. LinkedIn, obviously a very professional platform. A lot of people working full-time jobs. So before 8 a.m., before they're working, around noon, which again is their lunchtime, and then 5 to 6 p.m., which is when they're getting off of work. So again, you can see how it directly correlates to the target audience here. And the best days to post are pretty much any day in the week, with Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday being the best time, with Tuesday specifically generating the most clicks. So you can see how it's different for each platform and see how it can align with the certain audience on that platform, but these can change based off your target audience. Let's say, for example, maybe you have gamers and they're staying up later at night, then maybe they're waking up at noon. Then post later in the day would be more beneficial for your audience to see and interact with. So being able to look at your audience analytics, testing different times around these, and maybe one or two oddball times as well can be very beneficial. But these are the standard best times, but make sure you're looking at your analytics as well. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or any future topics you want me to cover, and I'll see you guys in the next video.